Up Armored Ministry is a discipleship ministry through transitional housing for men that are previously incarcerated. Up Armored is a military term. It stands for upgraded armor. And when you upgrade the armor on something, that allows you to make further advancements into enemy territory while receiving less damage.
Well, I can speak firsthand as I was released from incarceration about 2 years ago. But when these guys come out of prison, they're handed a $50 check. You don't have a driver's license, you don't have a social security card, you don't have a bank account. Basically, they're considering or hoping that you will be able to get on your own 2 feet with a $50 bill, and it's not feasible. It doesn't work. Our recidivism rates are over 80% in South Dakota, and it's no wonder. And so that's what we're working hard to do is get these guys, be the transitional bridge to get these guys from the exit gate to the 2-year point in their life where they can take off on their own and be walking in the walk that Christ had purpose for them. So we have a starter pack, which is taken care of by volunteers and donations, which include hygiene, towels, all the basic stuff that you would need in a laundry basket. And then that afternoon, Jake and I or one of us will take the person out to eat, break bread with them, and then take them to Walmart where they'll get the work clothes, some athletic gear, a nice outfit to wear to church, and basically everything that they need to get started.
Sobriety's the big one. Church attendance, Bible studies throughout the week. There's a commitment to the house. Everybody has their own role and their own responsibilities.
So financially, each member is responsible for a set amount of money every week. That goes to pay the bills for the house, the utilities for the house, and it also puts a piece into what we call the war chest. Each house will have a war chest, and that war chest contains a certain amount of money that takes care of the house, takes care of different things that we would run into during different seasons of this project. I would say that's through the head of house. So each house will have a head who basically make sure guys are maintaining curfew, make sure their weekly monies are paid, or their weekly rents are paid, make sure the meetings are happening every Sunday, and just basically keeping track of the house and handling any situations that need to be handled. And then if there's a situation that's maybe above him, then he reaches out to us. And if it goes bigger than that, then we go to our board. The last 2.5 years of my incarceration, I devoted my life to Christ. And as that grew and as I would do studies and attend different services, I started to understand that there's a huge need because there's a lot of people that are coming out of prison that don't have any means to support themselves. Our recidivism rate in South Dakota is over 80%, and we need to bridge that gap. We need to be the bridge that gets these guys from the incarcerated life back into their normal life through a walk with Christ. Because ultimately, without Christ, none of this is possible.
A long story short, I had an opportunity to go into the prison. I was invited by a man named Pastor Dan Evans of Livingstone Church. And I went in there excited to check things out and see what that looked like. And I had the wrong mindset of what movies portray these men as. And so I got in there and I got to meet them and talk with them and have real conversations with them. And I saw that they were full of fear and anxiety when they're about to walk out the door, and they have no plan, and they have no support, and they have no hope, and they feel unloved and rejected. And my heart just absolutely broke for them, and I knew that this is where God needed me to be. I would say just accepting them into the family of Christ. I mean, these guys carry a stigma that's going to follow them for the rest of their lives, and the weight of that is heavy enough. We don't need to add to it.
If anybody wants to do donations of money, we greatly appreciate that to add to the war chest. And then once we've hit the war chest numbers, we should be financially stable because the way this program is set up, it should circulate itself. We could really use the help on getting these war chests put together and finishing that part of the journey.